Hello everyone, welcome back. It's Eden Star Early Access coverage. This is episode 27, day 3. And we're continuing with our quest for materials and things to make our outpost bigger, better, badder. And we kind of locked ourselves in. Not intentionally, but that's what wound up happening. It's the beginning of a new day. We've got 20 minutes to do what needs doing before the atmosphere dissolves our shields and leaves us vulnerable to all the horrible thit that would like to kill us and our Eden kit and everything else. We need a little bit of fiber so that we can finish upgrading our Eden kit so that it outputs enough power to run our pair of turrets. This will be kind of the thing that we'll be keeping in mind on a daily basis, is gathering at least a little bit of fiber along with its necessary protonite, so that we can keep the upgrades going as far as they'll allow us to go before we start expanding our outpost and building more power generators and things. We'll just kind of max out the Eden kit. And then we have to worry about upgrades and weapons and ammunition. It'll keep us going for a little while. Once all that's done, then we can start looking at expanding our outpost just to make it cool, because we've got all those other new blocks that are in place that we can mess around with and make hopefully cool things that look cool and do cool things. And it'll be good practice for the next major update when the worlds are reset and we can start all over and kind of do cool things from the beginning. Now, the nice thing about this update is the number of trees. There's just so many trees. And they're the big juicy kind that have all kinds of goodies attached to them. So we're doing alright in terms of the material gathering. It's a little bit time consuming. There's always this thing in the back of my mind about harvesting trees, is that, you know, you can't build guns out of trees. Obviously there's other things that we have to build, but they're not guns, and guns are the fun things, because guns are the things that make you strong. In this case, we're just going to gather the trees so that we can power the guns that we don't actually control, and that will indirectly make us strong. Alright, let's see. Did we gather enough fiber to make the necessary expansions? Convert. Continue. Yes, we made it. We're good. We have enough power to run both of our turrets, plus whatever else that 100 power was for running. And did I dig the hole in the right spot so that we can get back in here? It's kind of been bugging me since I left. I can get back in here. Good. That's one step that I was expecting to have to fix that we can do okay with for now. We have 15 minutes, almost a full day, and under the old world rules, so that we can gather up some tennel and some ceruleum and possibly some ironite, depending on what we come across when and how. And amongst all of those things, hopefully come up with some critical upgrades. I think it's pretty much a given that if we don't have the rifle built by the end of the day, that we were doing something wrong. I think that's there's not much to be said about that. We're gonna start with a tunnel. I think we don't even need a full deposit's worth of either tennel or ceruleum to make an assault rifle, I don't think. We were just a little bit short. Look at these guys now. All the birds doing all the hovering around the rock that I want. Where were you when I was gathering from the trees and I didn't really care so much? There's one, two, there were at least two hovering around me, being jerk faces. What have we got? Oh, look at this right here. It's delicious. If we can do everything the way that I hope that we can do today with the upgrades and the additions and all that other stuff, tomorrow get down to the business of killing some hives, and doing so for the purpose of getting the teslinium that you can get from their, I guess, body parts that are left over after you deflate them. I don't know. But if we can do that, then we can start getting some of the more potent upgrades underway. without feeling like we're leaving ourselves vulnerable to, you know, the occasional Ica-induced death at night or some other silly nonsense. Because we do need that Teslinium in the Eden kit to keep us going if we die. But more than all that, we need the guns to keep us moving forward, because we don't want to get stuck in one spot, kind of not progressing for very long, because then the Icas get more and more. The turrets get less and less as they get destroyed. We have to keep moving. Oh, look what we got down here. Is this the... Oh, it is. It is, very much. It is. What? They're spitting their goo at the birds. Can you believe that? I wonder how long it'll take them to kill a bird. Did I get him? That guy is just so confused. Oh yeah, he burned down to nothingness. That's what we like to see in our adversaries after we shoot them a few dozen times. Is they just kind of... Oh no. Can we grab it? And throw it? No. Alright, so we're just going to grab a few pieces off of here, and then we're going to run. They don't seem to hit that hard individually, but they certainly hit hard enough that if we were to just kind of sit here gathering while they spewed all over us, it wouldn't take long before we were dead, or at least in very serious trouble. So I'm going to try and avoid pushing our luck. Those things take a little bit of a beating, I think. Compared to Splinter Mites and Ica, these guys, they're a little bit stickier. Uh-oh. We just destroyed part of our cover. Fortunately, from that little exchange, we managed to get rid of our pistol ammunition so that it's not taking up an inventory spot. Now we're running. We're running very fast. I kind of... The inventory is still very restrictive in terms of how much you can carry or how many different kinds of things you can carry. So if we're carrying around pistol ammunition that we never use because we've got rifle ammunition, then it's just taking up an inventory spot. So at least that's gone. We can take up that extra space with even more rifle ammunition. And then tomorrow we can come back down around here, finish off that last guy, and then take out the hive. Hey, we had a conversation about this, and you agreed. You weren't going to be a pain in the butt anymore. Now we've seen to it that that specific bird won't ever be a pain in the butt ever again. Like, once we get this guy, we've got 10 minutes left in the day. We'll get this deposit, and then we'll cycle back around, and we'll worry about getting our rifle set up with ammunition so that we're set up for the night. And then we'll kind of come up with a general plan for what we need to get the Gauss cannon up and running, because that's the one that makes me feel good about being alive on this barren world full of hives and gross things. And then from there, it's pretty much formulaic. We can gather some things and upgrade some things and defend our base against some things. And when it's all said and done, eventually we'll end up in a marsh. It'll be a great adventure. Get the new material out of the marsh and see what kind of fun things we can make with that. And then spend a little time making our outpost, our base, look kind of cool with all the new different blocks that are available to us now. So there's a lot to do. There's a lot to keep us busy and happily occupied for some time. I'm going to make sure that we're not getting too carried away with how far we're running and how fast, because that's how we end up in places we don't recognize. There's another area over there, and I can't tell if that's trees indicating just a lot of trees or if it's like swamp that's indicating, you know, a swamp. But whatever it is, it's way over there, so we're not too worried about it. We've got some ceramic right here. We might as well grab a little bit of this just to hold it in our inventory as a placeholder, so that whenever we gather ceramic, we don't have to worry about being told that we don't have any space to carry it. So here we are, one of our favorite gathering places directly above our base, and you can see the extended shield is we're actually standing inside the shield now, I think, or pretty damn close to it. Courtesy of expanding the power capacity, which also expands the shield radius. I'm going to grab some of this ironite because it's close and we can. And then we've got some cerulean over there we can grab. And then that'll be it for the gathering adventures for the day. And then we can apply what we've gathered, hopefully to some really fun, cool things. Get ready for nighttime and see how many Ickas come for another round. As long as we've got the rifle, we're okay. We've learned that the turrets maybe aren't always going to be as reliable as we might think. And that's okay, because they're just thinking in terms of the AI to make them work and pick targets and shoot those targets and animate and all that other stuff. It's not the simplest thing in the world to make happen. So we'll do what we can with what we got. And then one day the turrets will be the superstars that make it so that we can just kind of hang out in our base playing solitaire, maybe some Minesweeper, while they take care of the nighttime invasion for us. That's enough ironite for today. A little wee cerulean deposit. So in addition to making the rifle, we have to make ammunition for the rifle. And then once we've made ammunition for the rifle, then we can take a look at what we're going to add for upgrades and expansions and all those other things from our gathering efforts tomorrow. This just doesn't take long to gather. Just a quick little adventure. Picking up all the little bits. Alright, so now we're going to tab and making weapons. Oh, that's equipping weapons. We don't want to equip weapons, we want to make them. Tab. Weapons. R&D modules. There we go. Assault rifle complete. We have all of the things that we need to make it. So we're going to say create. Oh, I have to select a material. The base material. What one do we want to use? We'll use Tennel because we've got the most of it. Excellent. And we go like that. Weapons. Rifle. Equip. And R&D modules. Oh, no. Consumables. Rifle disruptor cell. Ironite is required. I'm glad we gathered a lot of ironite. And create from... might as well use it up some Tennel. I don't know. Could go either way. Units per stack, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we'll make 2 stacks. Create. We've got 2 stacks of rifle ammunition. That's fantastic. And now, Gauss Cannon requires more Tennel, 2 Tesselinium, and a whole bunch of ceramic. So that's already giving us an idea of what we're going to need to get everything up and running for tomorrow. For today, we've got this shenanigan. We've got our base to defend. And since we've got 3 minutes left, rather than standing around doing nothing, we'll gather some fiber and protonite, and then when we've got about 30 seconds to a minute left, we'll head back up to the roof and get ready to beat up some Icka. Alright, 10 seconds left, we're ready. We got our rifle out, we got a pair of turrets powered up and at the ready. They don't look like it. They look like they're just kind of napping right now, but I have faith. Enemy approaching Eden kit. Of course they are. I'm not concerned about just any generic enemy. Oh, look at this guy. He took off in an awful hurry. I expect we'll be seeing him again. We're a little over 3 minutes left in this nighttime assault. And all the bad guys ran away. That's fine though, because it means that we don't have to waste materials on ammunition. We fired 3 bullets this whole night. So far, we've got 380 87 left, if I'm reading that right. So we're in good shape for ammunition for our rifle. We'll need it for tomorrow when it comes to blowing up hives. I don't know what he was shooting at just there. But it wasn't us, and it wasn't our base, and it wasn't our turrets, so it couldn't have been bad. And we dealt with him before he had a chance to come down here and pick a fight with us. 2.5 minutes left. 1.5 ick is dead. I want to say that I almost miss the frenetic sort of, you know, a dozen ickas at a time kind of nighttime activities. But I don't. I really don't. They were a little bit nerve-wracking, especially this early in the game when you can't really afford to die very often, if at all. Here comes another one. Number 3. Let's see if the turrets... Oh, yeah, the turrets are doing their thing. And this guy, is he going to run away? Yeah, he fled. But he also appears to be picking a fight with something down there. So I don't know exactly what's going on. But it's not hurting us at all, so we're okay with it. We don't have any allies. Oh, there we go. He's sucking in his friend. Oh, look at them all now. Oh, those are splinter mites up there. They're trying for the aerial assault, but that's just not their cup of tea. Like, everywhere we go, we try so hard, and then we get up here and we're just tired. We can't do anything, we're just tired. Do we have to keep doing this? I would say no, but I'm not the one making those decisions, Mr. Splintermite. I actually saw the, I guess, concept art of the Splintermite Queen that's being worked on. Now that is disgusting. That is just... Don't ever make me fight one of those things. They're heavily armored, and it looks like very large and not very nice at all. But 30 seconds till daybreak. We made it. We survived another night. We have our plan for this upcoming day. Gather more stuff, make a Gauss cannon with ammunition, and then we'll rule the world. So if you want to be notified when I add the next video, as always, subscribe to my channel or follow me on social media. Links for social media in the information box below the video. Leave your comments and feedback. Thanks for watching, guys, and take care.